Good morning. Maya Steve here. Oh, I connect to my deep self. I connect to my higher self. I ground myself to the healing center of the earth. I open myself to the healing power of the One. I release anything not useful to me now. I check my microphone. And if you choose to work with the hot doors, you state out loud, I choose to work with the hot doors or hot doors. Either way works for them. Oh boy, that deep self just makes me go, ooh, drop into some other space. I like the space, but I notice I yawn when I connect to these states of self. So it's good to recognize these are states of self. I connect to my deep self. I connect with my higher self. I ground to the healing center of my earth. I open myself to the healing power of my One. I let go of anything not useful to me now. And I choose to work with my Hators. It's all you. You am that I am that you am. Sam, I am. You are it. You're all of it. Now, you can also be lost in your separation from the all that is. And you can say, oh man, I am so I am that I am. And then you got this mental construct, you got this ego thing going like, I'm it. I am it. It's all about me. And it's like, okay, that's another reality that didn't happen to clear when you said, I choose to let go of anything not useful to me now. So that may still be useful. And if it is, then it's going to stick around. But anything that isn't useful, I would suggest that you consider letting it go. Just poof, just let it go. It's just, if you know it's not useful, if you know it's just creating realities you don't want to experience, then release it. I know I make it sound pretty easy. And it is once you do it. The hard part is going like, I really should let this go, I really should let this go, I really should let this go, and you should on yourself. And you don't let it go, and you're still full of should. And unless you quit shoulding, well, you want to keep releasing your shoulds, let your should go. And I'm not going to say you should do this, because then I'd be shoulding on you, and I just don't want to should on you. So that's enough of that shoulding. And today, the 4th day of the crystal moon of cooperation. I mean, it sounds like a good month to me. And this is day 4. I mean, it actually started back in May, and now it's June. And now it's June 2nd, but crystal 4th. If you weren't confused enough, I will continue to help you to be confused even more, because all learning comes out of confusion. If you're not confused, you already know what you think you know. If you go into confusion, it means that you're reorienting yourself, or reorienting. That's interesting. Confusing yourself to a new reality. So if you're confused, you're going into a new reality, and then you can see if you like it. But if you say, no, I can't have new realities, this reality is too much for me. Well, this reality may be too much for you because you just are holding it right there, and you're thinking about it, and you're just like, blah, 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 and wearing yourself out, and you just go, whew. Whew, boy, that's good to let that one go. Just quit paying attention to talking heads. I know I'm a talking head. And so you can quit paying attention to me too. Or if you do listen to what I say, don't get it with your head. Get it with your heart. And if you get it with your heart and you get it, then it's yours. It's not mine. It's yours. If you get it with your heart. And of course, if you get it with your heart, you get it with your head and heart. And when your head and heart are aligned, your action is true. Okay, so day 4. Tone 4. So day 4 of the crystal month of cooperation is tone 4 of the 13 tones of the lunar tone system. So there's 13 lunar months in a year in the Mayan calendar, and there's a different tone every day. So every 13 days, you go through 1 through 13, and then you go through 1 through 13 again, and then two of the tones get an extra day because it's 28 days, so it's not a 26-day month. So you go through the 13 tones twice, and then on on every month, there's 2 extra tones, so some tone, so you're some tone. You go to 13moon.com and decode a birth date and find out what your tone is, which is the middle thing, and then who your kin are. That's the red serpent. I think today's red serpent, something like that. It's also red dragon. So the difference between the serpent and the dragon, this is more study is required. Back to tone 4, which is self-existing. The words are define, measure, and form. It's only through the operation of measure as wholeness and order that any manifestation can occur as a coherent organism. Measure is the form-giving principle of energy. Is represented by the number 4. So measure is what gives form to energy. Pretty cool. Pretty cool thought. If it confuses you, you're learning. There are 4 directions, 4 seasons, 4 elements, 4 limbs, 4 chambers of the human heart. Four sides to the tetrahedron. I had to go through and look up tetrahedron again because I was picturing it differently than it is. And a tetrahedron, I'm going to say this, this is from memory, but I think a tetrahedron is like the pyramid, the 3-sided pyramid, 3 sides and a triangular bottom. And I think all the sides are equal. I think that's a tetrahedron, and write in the comments if I'm wrong, if you're like a mathematician or physicist or just a know-it-all. Even if you're just a know-it-all and you're just spouting baloney, that's fine. Or if you're a know-it-all that really knows it all, then just go ahead and write in the comments section like what a tetrahedron is from your experience. Okay. 4 delivers structures into the 3rd dimension. 4 offers double stability. It provides a uniform foundation which makes order, which nature's order builds upon. Tone 4 represents the essential role of definition in shaping our lives. When supported with accurate information, there you go, clarity is formed and direction revealed. Without verified facts, safe and effective, I just had to say it. Without verified facts, life may be clouded or disoriented. I would say that's true. Plans are weakened when based in speculation. I'm liking this. Or hearsay. Well, I heard it was safe and effective. I'm sorry if I just beaten that dead horse, so to speak. Therefore, tone 4 prompts us to ask questions like, what? Who says that's true? Oh, the drug companies? Oh, they wouldn't misinform us. They're drug companies. Their interest is our health. That's what they tell us. They've told me this. Every commercial, the majority of commercials on TV are like, ask your doctor if this drug would be good for you. And once they, no, I'm not even going to go there. Okay. Tone 4 represents the essential role of definition in shaping our lives. When supported with accurate information, clarity is formed and direction revealed. Without verified facts, life may be clouded or disoriented. Plans are weakened when based on speculation or hearsay. Therefore, tone 4 prompts us to ask questions like what, where, when, why, and how, define specifics, assess the situation, unveil the designs, determine the parameters, measure possible scenarios, scheme and dream the structure you seek. The wisdom of tone 4 assists our development by observing that when recipes for creation are recorded, others can then replicate and build upon our evaluation, discernment, and formulation. And this is why I'm reading this book to those who wish to be read to. Attuned by Thomas Hubble. You can buy your own copy and read ahead if you want, and then make sure I'm getting it right. Okay. The wisdom of tone 4 assists our development by observing that when recipes for creation are recorded, others can then replicate and build upon our evaluation, discernment, and formulation. Let us remember that our everyday definitions construct our everyday perceptions, which ultimately shapes our world. By functioning as an open system, we are capable of restructuring our perspectives in order to transform our reality. Powerful words. Sorry about shaking this. I just wanted to tuck it underneath so I didn't have to hold it while I was reading it. So now I have to go back a couple pages. Just relax and go back to the Crystal Moon of Cooperation and make sure that it's a red serpent that we're working with today, which it is. So again, once again, I'm going to slide this underneath. I'm going to try sliding it in a different location and see if it slides better, which it seems to be sliding better. I'm appreciating how well it slid. Okay, and then so it's a red self-existing serpent. So red is the east. It initiates. It's in the red serpent is related to the crown chakra. And it survives. The red serpent survives. The three words are survives, life force, and instinct. I've learned that the body listens to rhythms the mind can't even hear. And that's John Lee. The body listens to rhythms the mind can't even hear. Red serpent represents our primal nature, our instinctual body, wisdom, our sensuality, creativity, and passion. Serpent reminds us to center in our earthly vehicles, honoring them as incredible sensual mechanisms, recognizing that our bodies offer us infinite opportunity for experience. They are our living temples. Think of that the body you live in is a moving, walking, breathing temple. You never have to go to the ashram. You can if you want to, but you are an ashram. You are a temple. You are a pyramid, and you basically are built on on tetrahedrons, according to biogeometric integration. And I know this because I helped create biogeometric integration, so you can look it up and see what they say about tetrahedrons. They are our living temples, our one and only home for this lifetime, as far as I know. As our partners in life, our bodily vessels invite us to nourish ourselves, to ground, to breathe, to stretch, to move, to dance, to feel, to discover, to physically express, and above all, to sense. To be creatures, not intellects. Follow the body. It has a language all its own. The intuitive body, the intuitive mind, the intuitive heart, the intuitive spirit. Intimately connected to our soul, our serpent bodies, and its senses are gateways to that which lies beyond the body, offering themselves as a conduit to access the greater wholeness, the universal self, which lies beyond the body. As a tool and guide, our bodies are our allies in self-intimacy, renewal, and empowerment. Life force is our vitality. Every moment, the decisions we make impact our store of life force. It is ours to cultivate and care for. One of the most powerful sources of life force we all possess is our sexual energy, literally our sacred creative energy, known as our kundalini. Our inner serpent fire ignites our divine potential residing within. I've read this before, but I've never read it before. The serpent reminds us to merge. Can you feel that energy opening up in your spine right now? So we're just talking about it, but it is just like opening up this life force. The serpent reminds us to merge our primal life force energy with our higher visionary eagle mind to become balanced and fully alive as a feathered serpent. This allows us to bring holistic insight into matters of survival and creation, assuring we see what's near and far. Wow. Some days I get it. Some days I'm reading and I'm not fully present. You know, I'm like trying to understand what I'm reading. I'm trying to get it while I'm reading it. And other days I'm reading it and it's just a download of information. And I go back and watch it again and again and again typically and get more of an experience of what they're talking about. Because if you get it from experience, you get it. If you get it from a mental understanding, you don't get it. And that's what my teachers in the dream school said over and over again. I would say, why are you repeating this? You talked about it last night. They said, yeah, you heard it last night, but you didn't get it. That's why we're talking about it again. I'll just keep repeating this stuff over and over until I get it. And once I get it, and maybe if you've gotten it already, you'll just go like, he's just saying the same thing, and it's just because I'm saying it because I haven't quite got it. But it's my intention to get it. Not on a mental level, but to get that I am my deep self. I am my higher self. I am the world I live on. I am the universal consciousness. And so are you. Big deal. Enjoy it. Create. Use the power of the universe and your connection to it. Then all that you create will be aligned with that I am. that I am, that I am, that I am. Okay, that's enough. I think this one went long because I got a little jabbery at first, but I think later on, after we get rid of the clickbaiters, after they're gone, then the people who really are interested in what they can change, what they can do to change, those people then get it, and then they get it, and then they change. And then they write me these really great comments like, whoa, I just changed today. I made different choices today. I didn't self-talk myself out of an experience, and I went and had the experience, and it sounds simple, but it was a big thing for me. Like, I love you. Keep up the good work. We're in this together. We're doing this together. We're supporting each other. We're going to make it together. I don't think this transformation is going to take place for just like one person and they're going to go, oh, great. And then they get to live with 8 billion people that didn't go through it. I don't think it's working that way. I think it's like all or none, possibly. All in. Are you all in? Are you ready to let go of whatever needs to be let go so you can be your divine self? You're making it up. Keep making it up. Keep enjoying the process, and I will, and I'll keep yapping away, and you can just keep telling me if any of it's working for you. And now must go.